season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. He'll drop to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of 85. But then they'd never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's 3rd year, playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. McCaffrey trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Let's go.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
Back-to-back incompletions and what was once a nice drive stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that number 1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, it's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that number 1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Ready.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They go play action here on 1st down. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Well, remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Arizona would give them the season sweep. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Give to Davis Price up the middle here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
Let's go now.
Shotgun and then a handoff to Davis Price. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Ayuk, his 11th touchdown of the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. taken at about the 1. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
Well, it certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Ready?
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Never make the mistake of this.
Following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Ready, go.
2nd and 11. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the 49ers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 54 yards rushing for him now to this point.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Room here to run. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Come on. Back. Come back in. Come back in. 40, 70.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. But then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hole.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally,
do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
That throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I'll bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And that is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Ty Davis-Price and the rest of this offense returning to the field. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. And they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cop, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
To throw on 2nd down, Shepard. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st down, Shepard. Throwing left sideline, complete. It's Gray. Touchdown! Danny Gray as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Koo able to point, and the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He'll look downfield for Waller. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. From the 6. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
Escaping the pressure right. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Looking to throw. Shepard. Flushed out right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers just continue to roll. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield and try and find a receiver, or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw incomplete.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Eluding, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. And that is incomplete. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is.
Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Coup for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Koo now for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And my goodness, another interception. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers.
And now here is another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off play action. Shepard. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. Off the play fake. Shepard, he'll buy some time right. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking up one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And that right there is a bailout. Gave him a lot of breathing room.
And usually we put that on the officials, bailing someone out. They caused that one themselves. There's no doubt about that penalty.
Being chased in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And the pass complete to Waller on the out route. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. And true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And some room to maneuver. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, are going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. Shifts by him at the 25. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Back to throw. Shepard. He's got Jordan complete right side. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. And they're going to speed things up here. Off play action. Shepard. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you know, you can always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with a milestone career touchdown number 100. And Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Niners add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So out now come the Cardinals. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught by Waller out left side. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Ready, go.
They're going to look to throw. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Ready?
Back to throw now on first down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Ready up.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Back to throw again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Ready.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the 49ers are on their way to a sensational 13-0 start as they extend their lead here. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey scampering home from 19 yards out. And the 49ers are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And my goodness, another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Ready. Check that.
McCaffrey running up the middle. Down to about the 37.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. On 3rd and 2, Shepard. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he is going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. It'll be a pickup of 4, and the 49ers are going to get a first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. 148 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Here we go. Hey, check that.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
65, 65, go.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. And quickly they get to the line. They'll run with Davis Price. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Davis Price. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was capped off by the touchdown run from Ty Davis Price. Fields it right around the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. And as this defense walks